As the sun sets on Lake Placid Elementary School in Florida, the once bustling halls fall silent. But in the shadows of this seemingly ordinary institution, a chilling truth lurks. For thousands of children, this was a place of learning and carefree youth. Yet for its staff and some students, it became a realm of dark secrets, where restless spirits still roam. This is the true story of a haunted school, where the dismissal bell has been replaced by the cries of the departed. This is the story of Lake Placid Elementary School, where the past refuses to rest and terrifying secrets await discovery. The strange tales surrounding Lake Placid Elementary School began long ago, whispered in hushed tones by those who dared to stay after hours. Custodians working late into the night reported unsettling occurrences that defied explanation. Lights would flicker on and off of their own accord, as if manipulated by unseen hands. The sound of footsteps echoed down empty hallways, growing louder and then fading away into nothingness. Teachers, burning the midnight oil, swore they heard children's giggles emanating from vacant classrooms, the laughter bouncing off walls that should have been silent. At first, these incidents were dismissed as mere quirks of an aging building. The flickering lights, an old electrical system in need of repair. The phantom footsteps, perhaps the settling of an old structure, or the wind playing tricks. But as the phenomena became more frequent and increasingly terrifying, even the most skeptical minds began to question their beliefs. The events at Lake Placid Elementary School began to defy any logical explanation, leaving those who experienced them shaken to their core. One of the most unsettling phenomena reported was the sound of children crying. Staff members working late or arriving early frequently reported hearing faint, whimpering cries echoing from empty girls' restrooms. These heart-wrenching sounds would start as barely audible whispers, growing in intensity until they seemed to fill the entire building with their sorrowful chorus. Security guards working the night shift claimed to see fleeting reflections of a child in hallway mirrors, only to turn and find no one there. Some even reported feeling as if someone or something was tugging at their clothes, an invisible presence demanding attention. As these experiences multiplied, fear spread like wildfire throughout the school. What was once a place of safety and learning became a source of dread and anxiety. Staff members began to leave as soon as the final bell rang, their hurried footsteps a testament to their desire to escape the building's oppressive atmosphere. Even some students, typically fearless in their youth, began to avoid lingering after classes. The halls of Lake Placid Elementary School, once filled with the joyous sounds of children, now echoed with an eerie silence that seemed to hold its own sinister presence. The growing reputation of the school as a hotbed of paranormal activity eventually caught the attention of professional investigators. Armed with an array of sophisticated equipment, these ghost hunters arrived at Lake Placid Elementary School, determined to capture evidence of the supernatural occurrences that had been reported. Their findings would shock even the most hardened skeptics. During their investigation, the team recorded clear electronic voice phenomena, EVP, capturing the disembodied voices of children and an adult male. These recordings, played back in the harsh light of day, sent chills down the spines of all who listened. The childlike voices, sometimes playful and sometimes distressed, seemed to confirm the stories of phantom children haunting the school's halls. But it wasn't just disembodied voices that the investigators encountered. Numerous witnesses reported seeing a tall, dark shadow figure at the end of hallways. This imposing presence, believed by many to be the spirit of a former principal who had passed away on school grounds, seemed to watch over the building with an otherworldly vigilance. Photos taken during the investigation captured anomalous orbs of light and even faint images of entities that could not be explained by conventional means. The evidence was clear. Lake Placid Elementary School was indeed a hotbed of supernatural activity. As the investigation deepened, so too did the search for answers about the origin of the haunting. Many believed that the root of the paranormal activity stemmed from the school's own dark history. Whispered stories circulated about a principal who had tragically passed away within the school's walls. His spirit, perhaps unable to move on from the place he had dedicated his life to. Other tales spoke of unfortunate events that had left multiple spirits trapped within the confines of the building, their energy forever imprinted on the very fabric of the school. Interviews with former staff and students consistently recounted inexplicable paranormal occurrences, each story adding another layer to the complex tapestry of the school's haunted reputation. A former teacher, her voice trembling with emotion, recalled the time she stayed late to grade papers, only to hear the distinct sound of children playing in the hallway. When she went to investigate, she found the corridor empty, the echoes of laughter still ringing in her ears. A retired custodian, his eyes distant with memory, spoke of the night he saw a figure standing at the end of a darkened hallway. As he approached, the figure seemed to grow taller, its presence becoming more menacing with each step. Just as he was about to call out, the apparition vanished, leaving behind only a cold spot in the air and an overwhelming sense of dread. These testimonies, along with countless others, solidified the belief that Lake Placid Elementary School was truly haunted by the spirits of its past. The weight of these collective experiences created an atmosphere of fear and fascination that continues to surround the school to this day. As our investigation into the haunting of Lake Placid Elementary School draws to a close, we are left with more questions than answers. The school still stands, a chilling monument to unexplained secrets and trapped souls. Its windows, dark and lifeless, seem to hold back a tide of supernatural energy that threatens to spill out into the world of the living. The dismissal bell may have stopped ringing long ago, but the cries of the spirits within its walls never truly cease. In the dead of night, when the world outside falls silent, those brave enough to venture near might hear the faint echoes of children's laughter or the muffled sobs of a lost soul. These are the sounds that haunt the empty hallways of Lake Placid Elementary School, a constant reminder of the thin veil that separates our world from the next. For those courageous enough to step inside after everyone has gone home, They might find themselves face to face with the unexplainable. The dark corridors and abandoned classrooms hold secrets that defy rational explanation. Experiences that could shake even the strongest skeptic to their core. In this place, where the past refuses to fade away, visitors might never learn another lesson again. At least, not one from the world of the living. As we conclude our journey into the haunted halls of Lake Placid Elementary School, we leave you with a question. Do you dare visit Lake Placid and discover the truth for yourself? The spirits that linger within its walls are waiting, their stories untold, their presence undeniable. But be warned, once you cross the threshold of this haunted institution, you may find that some lessons are better left unlearned, and some secrets are meant to remain in the shadows.